Thank you for joining me. Sorry we're a couple of minutes late. It's the old technology problems. Sorry, I'm just checking what it's telling me on my phone on the screen. I hope you can hear me okay. I've got a slightly different microphone this week, so I'm hoping that's okay. So this afternoon we're just going to spend 15 minutes, so really small amount of time in our week, just having a little bit of time to relax, a little bit of time out, and we're going to be doing a really nice, easy, mindful breath focus practice. So this practice, if you can do this either sitting or lying. I'm going to show you a really nice lying down, way to lie down, a type of shavasana or relaxation that we do at the end of the class. And if you've been to one of my workshops, we often do this. It's called Stonehenge Shavasana, which I love the title. And in a class situation, we do this with a bolster and some blocks. So if you have those available, you probably don't. I do happen to have a bolster. So if you have a bolster and some yoga blocks, you basically make up. We're going to make this for our legs. So you stack two blocks, and pop this on top. And that's our Stonehenge. And we're going to put our legs on there. If you don't have a yoga bolster, no problem. So what we're going to do in that case, if you saw the recipe list at the start, before we started, a pile of pillows. So we're just going to take a pile of pillows just from your bed, or maybe a pile of cushions you could use, but you need them wide enough you can settle your legs on it, your lower legs to be even. The other thing in our recipe list this week is a blanket, and two reasons we might use a blanket. One is some softness for the head, so depending what you're going to lie back on, you might be on a bed and it's soft, or some carpet like I am here. You might be on a yoga mat on a wooden floor, you might be in the garden enjoying the sunshine this afternoon. Whichever it is, you might find that the blanket just helps position the head and keep the back of the neck nice and long, so not crunching we don't want the chin forward and we don't want too far back. You also might use a blanket to cover yourself up and keep warm. So when we're lying down, our body temperature drops when we're still, so having a blanket can feel really cosy. And again, some socks, always useful. So normally in yoga we have bare feet, but for these self-care Sundays for the relaxation, it's nice to have warm feet. So some socks can be useful too. So the position and how we move into our Stonehenge position is really easy. We're going to have our pile of pillows. I've got 4 here, which works really well for me. You might need more or less. This depends on the length of your upper legs. And either using a blanket for your head, or maybe having a blanket over you, so maybe 2 blankets. Just going to take the legs and swing them over so that the lower legs are balancing, or resting, I should say, resting comfortably on this pile of pillows, or perhaps this bolster block that we've made. And we're going to let our feet and our ankles just hang and be nice and natural. So we're not going to support them, we're just going to let them go really. And this can feel really nice for the feet. We're either walking around a lot, putting lots of pressure on our feet, so we're not going to support the feet, we're just going to let them be. And then we're just going to gently roll ourselves back and lie flat down with your shoulders and head nice and comfortable. If you've got your hair tied back and that's interrupting your head, take the hair bobble away. And your hands can be either by the side of the body, a little bit away, palms facing up, or you can rest them gently on the abdomen if that feels more comfortable. So this is all about comfort, all about finding a place you can relax, and just settling into that position. So the back, by having the legs up like this, it will release the lower back down, so you feel comfortable for the lower back and the spine. And we just want the shoulders to relax, the head to relax, the feet and ankles to be soft, so we're not holding any tension in the body anywhere. So just finding a position that works for you and settling in. Breathe. If you're wearing glasses, quite nice to take them off now, just to helps to soften around the face. We're not having to look at anything. just settle into this position. I'm just going to come back up to seated so you can hear better. And if you prefer to sit, then you can do that too. But just finding a little bit of comfort in the body. And closing the eyes if that feels okay. So closing the eyes can just help take our attention inward, help to reduce that external stimulation to the mind. So closing the eyes if that feels okay. And first of all, just begin to bring your awareness to your breathing. Just to your breath, naturally coming in and out of the body. Just observing the passage of the breath through the body. So not doing anything special with the breath, just letting it be. And as you bring your awareness to the breath, just watching the breath, you might find that after a while it's very natural that our mind starts to wander, starts to get caught up in a thought, starts to get distracted. It's really natural. It's really what our kind of brain does. So when we notice that this happened and our mind has wandered off, then just invite yourself back to the experience of the breath. So unhook yourself from that thought, or notice that this has happened, and just come back to observing the breath in the body. So really this practice is a practice of returning rather than trying to stay. So acknowledging that naturally, probably our mind will try and wander at some point through the practice, and just accepting that. That's just what the body and the mind are naturally inclined to do. So when we find ourselves drifting away from the practice of observing the breath, just do our best to come back. Just easily, just gentle with yourself. And then for the next minute or so, just try and cultivate a feeling of evenness in the breath. So as you're lying here, just watching the breath, allowing the inhale and the exhale to be similar in length. So watching the inhale coming all the way in, and then watching the inhale pass all the way out. And just observing an evenness in the in-breath and in the out-breath. And also try to cultivate an even amount of effort in the breath, the inhale and the exhale. So just feeling that the effort involved in breathing in and the effort involved in breathing out is quite even and steady. And then thinking about the evenness between each new round of breath, so that each inhale we take is roughly similar to the last inhale, and each exhale is roughly similar to the last exhale that we made. And just tuning into that evenness in the body. Just allowing the physical body to soften, feeling relaxed, feeling peaceful as we do this practice. And just bringing your awareness to the evenness of the breathing. And then just thinking about the evenness, or bringing your attention, I should say, to the evenness of the different phases of the breath. So if we imagined a beginning, a middle, and an end to each breath, to both the inhale and the exhale, trying to cultivate an evenness between the beginning, the middle, and the end of the inhale, and the beginning, the middle, and the end of the exhale. And just following that evenness through the phases of the breath a few times. Just with your own breathing rate, your own breathing pattern. Breath is natural, smooth and gentle. I'm not trying to force or alter the breath in any way. And just doing your best to feel connected to this feeling of evenness. And now we're just going to follow the breath around the body. So first of all, drawing our awareness to the feeling of the breath as it passes in through the nostrils and into the nasal passages. And just observing the sensations there as we breathe. Just feeling them there in this moment right now. Gradually shifting the awareness into the sinuses, maybe passing the awareness into the cheeks or around the eyes, and just following these sensations in for a while as the breath passes in and out. And then we're going to gradually shift the awareness now into the back of the throat. Noticing the sensations of a breath there, of the inhale and the exhale. And maybe the sensations of the breath in the throat are slightly different for the inhale and the exhale. Just seeing what you notice, just paying attention gently. And then guiding your awareness down to the chest. Noticing the rise and fall of the chest as you breathe. Rising on the inhale, gently lowering on the exhale. And just bringing your attention, keeping the majority of your awareness on the breathing at the chest. And now guiding gently your attention down to your belly. Noticing a gentle rise of the belly on the inhale and a gentle fall back on the exhale. And if it feels comfortable, if your hands down by your side, then maybe now bringing the hands and resting them on the belly, one on top of the other, side by side, whatever feels nice and easy for you. So now as you breathe, maybe noticing as well the rise and fall of the hands. So with each inhale, the hands rise up with the belly, and with each exhale, the hands lower down with the belly. And just tuning into this sensation, this movement of the breath in the body, coming and going, and just doing your best to maintain the sense of evenness in the breath as you do this. Gently going to see if we can try and lengthen the breath a little. This can be a really nice way of relaxing, helping the body come into its natural rest and digest state. So to do this, we can just linger for a few moments, whether it's a fraction of a second or a couple of seconds, at the end of the inhale and also at the end of the exhale. So we're noticing little space between the two parts of the breath. The space after we fill the lungs, the inhale, little space, and then when we exhale, all the breath passes out. Another little space, little pause. So just noticing the two parts of the breath and little spaces in between. And we want to gently create length, a longer breath. Also creating a sense of evenness as well. So don't force the breath, we're not holding the breath. Maybe just gently exaggerating a little natural pause between the two. And just enjoying the spaciousness of the breath. Simply following it all the way in. Observing that pause. And then following it all the way out. Observing the pause. Just follow this with your attention. Simply being aware of the breath and the body. stillness feels comfortable for you. When you're finding that the time that you spend is enough for you, and just bring your awareness back to your physical body. And just notice for a moment the support you're lying on, noticing that between the back, underneath you. Bring the attention to the feel of the clothes on the skin, and the feeling of the air against the other parts of the body. And just starting to bring some movement into the body then, so maybe moving the fingers, wriggling the toes, just gently, slowly. Maybe taking a little stretch of the legs away, stretch of the arms, maybe reaching overhead. It's nice and easy. And then if you're in that lovely Stonehenge position with the legs resting, and just take the knees, hug them into the chest for a moment. Take a few breaths here. And then rolling over to the side. Spend a moment just lying on the side, pillowing the head with the hands. And slowly opening the eyes. Using your hand to push yourself up back to a seated position. Just spending a few moments sitting. Just noticing how you feel now. How the breath feels, how the mind feels. You can spend as long here sitting as you need to, and then continuing on with your day. So that's the end of our practice for today, our Self-Care Sunday. Nice breathing practice to help to calm, relax and ground us. And as I said, you can do that practice anywhere. So the Stonehenge position that I showed you, I find really lovely, but you might just do that sitting down. You could do it sitting on the bus. You could do it, I personally love to do that kind of breathing practice lying in a beautiful bath with some really nice fragrant oils. I find it really, really relaxing. So this video will be available to watch back at any time, so you can come back and watch that and play it again when you want a few moments to calm, to ground, to relax yourself. And any feedback I would welcome, so please drop me any feedback, tell me how you found it, share with anybody that you think would also like to have these little bits of pockets of self-care in their Sunday. And you can check out my website, yogaformodernlife.com, and also come back to the Facebook page at Yoga for Modern Life. There'll be posts all week, lots of other yoga goodies, but we'll be back here on Facebook Live on the page next Sunday, 2 o'clock. So have a lovely week, and I hope to see you back here next week for another 15 minutes of yoga self-care. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a lovely afternoon.